infinite point has meaning without an infinite reference point, says John Paul. Today is the sixth day of the workshop, and the topic for today's session is reference management. Welcome the challenges. Look for the opportunities in every situation to learn and grow in wisdom, says Brian Tracy. I now invite Dr. B. Jagadishan, IQAC coordinator, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
Thanks, Sudha Madam. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of IQAC cell of DBJC College and as well as Department of Management Studies, it's my honor to welcome our today's chief guest resource person, Dr. S. Subbulakshmi, Associate Professor, Research Supervisor and Guide, Department of Commerce, STNP Vaishnava College, Krompet, Chennai, in the title of Reference Management. And I welcome all the participants who actively participated in a Google Meet and joined in a YouTube live stream. As per the guidelines and the UGC guidelines, we conducted the 1 week virtual workshop. So the 1 week virtual workshop is mainly focused on how to prepare the research grant proposal in the social studies. In day one, there is a title of Introduction and Intention for Research by Dr. M. Sivakumar from Loyola College, Chennai. In day two, the Writing a Research Proposal for Research Grants by Dr. J. Srinivasan from Government Arts College, Changalpattu. In day three, Dr. P. Chinnamuthu from MCC College in the title of Research Funding Agencies. In day four, there is a publishing research papers by Dr. Uma Devi from Guru Nanak College, Velachery, Chennai. In day five, how to write a plagiarism-free research report by Dr. B. Akila from SRM Institute of Technology, Kottangalathur, Chennai. There is today is a last session. That is a day 6 in the reference management by our chief guest, Dr. S. Subbulakshmi, research supervisor and guide, STNP Vaishnava College, Krompet. I think it is a eye-opener session for the faculty members as well as the research scholar how to get the grant from the various authorized institutes like UGC, MHRD, ICSSR, and everything. I request you all the participants kindly mute your mic and as well as the video during the session. Finally, I request you all the participants kindly give the feedback about the series of session end of the session. Once again, I welcome our today's resource person, Dr. S. Subbulakshmi, Associate Professor from STNP Vaishnava College, Krompet, Chennai, in the title of Reference Management. Thanks to all. I welcome our chief guest, Dr. Subbulakshmi, and all the participants. Welcome, madam. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for an elaborate welcome address. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. I now welcome Dr. A. Narmada, Head Department of Management Studies, to introduce our esteemed resource person. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to all. On behalf of Department of Management Studies and IQAC of Dhanraj, Baid, Jain College, Chennai, I am delighted to welcome you all of you for the final day of workshop on the topic reference management. The session begins with a small introduction about our resource person, Dr. S. Subbulakshmi, Associate Professor in BG Department of Commerce, STNB Vaishnava College, Chennai. She is a multi-talented personality. Ma'am has remarkable teaching and research experience. Ma'am has published her research article in more than 2 in ABDC UGC Carlist 1 journal and 15 plus in Corpus Indexed journal and 15 plus in reputed journals with ISSN number, and 20 papers were published other national and international conferences organized by various reputed institutions. Ma'am has authored and edited books on leadership and team building, INSE International Publisher Karnataka, and book chapter titled on Study on the Effectiveness of Social Network in Pursuing the Entrepreneurial Initiatives and the Challenges Countered, with a reference to the college students in Chennai. Another chapter ma'am has published on the topic entrepreneurship and big data, the digital revolution, to be published by CRC Press, Taylors and Francis USA. Ma'am has acted as a reviewer titled on sustainable entrepreneurship and struggle for survival case for terracotta pottery,
First of all,
CRC
I would like to, yes, sir.
Taylor and Francis USA. Ma'am was nominated and selected for Best Women Faculty Award by Amaravati Research Academy for the year 2020. She has completed 2 minor projects under UGC grants. She also acted as a resource person for webinar conducted by various institutions. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invites even during your busy schedule. Once again, I welcome you, ma'am, for this wonderful session. Ma'am, please take over the session.
Thank you. A very warm and healthy evening to all. First of all, I would like to thank the management, principal and principal in charge and organizing team of both MP, that is Management Studies and IQAC, for providing me this opportunity on this August evening. It gives me an immense pleasure to be a part of this research work, the titled Virtual Workshop on Preparation of Research Grants. Preparation of research grants proposal in social studies. So far you have seen what is a proposal, how it is to be prepared, the organization structure, then what are the funding agencies. So everything as delivered by other members. So this is the final topic, reference management. But in organization, that is while organizing the facts, we have to do certain things for acceptance of our research paper. So here, how your research grant proposal to be prepared in social studies, that is first thing, it has to show the need to investigate a research problem. So it should be a research problem and it should have some social relevance. And the second thing, workable strategies we have to introduce. Workable strategies are nothing, how to complete our work with some acceptance. So all of us interested to put our efforts to get approved. So that is the main motto of all our work. So here, how to do a research project, that is report, and how it is to be approved, and how the amount to be sanctioned, how it will be useful. So everything we have to plan and organize and also try to work out. So here, while preparing your research proposal, we have to consider the 3 main things. That is, as the first class it was given, introduction, body or content of the study, and at last suggestions or conclusion. So how it is relevant to the society. We are concluding with how it is relevant to the society. So these 3 are essential point. That is introduction about your topic, then body of the topic, that is content, what are the content to be included, and the third thing, what are the research methods you are going to use, that is research design, whether it is an empirical study or qualitative study or quantitative descriptive, that is you are going in detail. So you have to mention your research methodology here. So sample size, sample area, then how you are going to conduct, everything you have to include. So a proposal, while preparing a proposal, it should be flawless. At the same time, it should be approved by the agency, so to whom we are approaching. So here, preparation of research grants proposal in social studies. Social studies, humanities. So here, the person has to consider these 3 main important points. The introduction, how we are going to introduce the topic, then content of the project report, and third one is how we are going to conclude. So when you conclude the particular research or problematic area, you have to give idea, so suggestion. So it should not have the words must or should everything. So it may be considered. So only the topmost authority is having the power to use the words must and should. So now reference, so all other topics are introduction about the research, then organization structure of the research proposal, then funding agencies, how you apply for funding agencies, then how your journal paper to be prepared, and how it is to be, how you are going to select a particular journal for submitting your article or your paper. So all these things are given as a note in the past 5 days. So now we are going to see, so everything, that is, we are going to put the same thing. So everyone does want to do the same thing, but in a different way. So innovative things are important. So doing things differently, but it should be acceptable one. So likewise, we are going to use it. So here in reference management, what we are going to see, learning is not the product of teaching. Learning is the product of activity of learners. So whatever they have covered, what else they have to cover, so that the unknown things, the not yet covered things we have to consider. So that is the learning, is the product of the activity of the learners. So here learners are nothing, the research scholars and the person who are interested to put their efforts to get the sanction. The next one is, let's the research topic. The same thing what I have given note. So we are going to have the work of others and going to do certain things in a different way. So having the work of, or considering the work of others with some credit. So we are giving a credit. So by mentioning his name and where he has given his quote or with his material, content, that we are going to take out and defining it in our own words. So, or rewriting it in a different or own words. So the research title summarizes the main idea or ideas of our study. So it should be fewest possible words needed to be adequately describe the content or purpose of the research paper. So it should not be too long or it should not be too short. It should be in an adequate manner. The person has to understand. So this is the topic I am going to work on. Then while selecting the research title, what are the things to be important or significant? Mostly read. So we are going to consider the particular point. So already whoever has taken the same topic, how they have approached, what their findings. So how I am totally different. So what is my area? Who are my respondent? How I am going to take out? So everything I have to, so I am comparing with the previous person. So mostly read, captures attention, generate interest, what insists you or induces you to take out or have the particular research work. Then it creates a brand. So whatever the work you are going to take, it should bring some brand and identity to you. So you should work on that. So that will give some benefit not only for you, for the society also. So while the person handling smartly, then it will give some name for him. Then depicts the researcher's attitude. Attitude is nothing interest again. So while I am doing the research, I know what are my pros and cons. SWOT analysis only. Strength, weakness, opportunities and challenges. Then explain your focus area in a clear way. Then search engine query. So where the materials are available. So that was the thing we are going to discuss about reference management or reference resources or citation. So this is only the organization structure of the research report. So now, say next one is, when should one draft a research title? So when can I give the title? So title is not the first one. It is going to be changed. So now I am having some intention. So I am going to work out, for example, digital marketing. So my area, I have decided digital marketing. So customer perception towards online purchasing. So this was my subtitle. So in the area, I have selected the topic, but it may differ according to the information, whatever I have collected, or sample area, whatever I have chosen for, I am going to choose for my study. So before commencement of the research itself, it is not possible to finish with or end with or put a mark with title. So it is keep on changing till your work is to be completed. So before the commencement of the research, you give some workable title, then create a working title, make changes at the time of submission. So whenever you collect data or information, it may change. So after the completion of the research, now you are in a position to tell what is your research. So now you are able to identify, this is my topic. So this is the thing I am going to consider. The next title is, before the commencement of the research, what the research scholars or researchers has to do. So one is, they should know the purpose, why they have undertaken. Second one, scope. Scope is area. So in and around Tamil Nadu. So I am having my residence in Chennai. So I am going to conduct my research work related with the area. The related with the area is in and around Tamil Nadu. Then type of research, as already I have discussed, that is qualitative or quantitative. In qualitative, it may differ. So empirical study or case study or experimental study or descriptive, so whatever it is. So you have to specifically mention your research design and work on this. Then the methods used. Methods used is nothing, simple random sampling or convenient sampling. Whatever the sampling technique you are going to apply, that also you have to mention it. Then, so it is not possible by you to collect the data immediately. So you have to give some more time for the respondent to give their responses. Then create a working title. Working title and make changes at the time of submission. Already I have discussed the same thing. So you are having an intention to conduct a study on online purchase. So this is your title. But later on, whether it is customers' perception or dealers or companies or web-based worker, so likewise you have to segregate it according to the information or data you have collected. So this is create a working title and make changes at the time of submission. The next one, after the completion of the research, now characteristics of effective titles in academic research. So you while reading or while collecting data, that is review of literature, chapter 2. So while collecting data, you know what are the titles used by previous authors. So how I am totally different. So what title is suitable for my research area? So that I have to decide. So accurate subject and scope, then use abbreviations, then create a positive impression. That is the main thing. So you don't lose your hope. Always, whatever it is adverse situation, you can make it as a positive. So this is the thing. So I can make it in this way. So likewise, always try to have optimistic look and a positive impression related to your research work. Then suggest a relationship. So you are going to study. So while studying the variables, dependent and independent, you know very well, dependent variables are depending on the demographic profile of the person. What are the demographic profile? A person's name, age, qualification, gender, occupation, family income. So the 7 or 9 items related to a person's own history that will come under demographic profile. That is independent. It is individually differ from one person to another person. One person may be a government employee, another person may be a professional, another one is entrepreneur. So whatever may be the person. So what is his belonging? So how he has responded for the following questions related to the study. So likewise you have to compare. So independent variable or nothing, the person's own profile. Second one, dependent variable is nothing, how it differ from each person to another person by creating a relationship with about the study with the demographic profile. So this is the thing. Relationship is nothing. You are going to study about the chi-square analysis. When it is a differences, Wilcox and Whiteman or any other tool, Fredman or when any other tool. So analyze non-parametric test. While using non-parametric test, you have to know you are going to write the hypothesis as significant differences between the variables. So one from about the study, another one from independent variable. So, and also here I have stated, just check the slide, does not include written and phrasing, and such as a study of an analysis of similar construction. So nowadays, the research topic should be customer perception about online purchase, or viewers perception about comics app. Likewise, we have to give the person who you are going to undertake for your study, then what you are going to study. So this is enough. No need to write a study on or a study, likewise hyphen put a study, that and all, it is not at all important. You just state who are your respondent, what it related with. So what you are going to study with the respondent, that is the important thing. Then if you use a quote as part of the title, the source of the quote is cited. Cited is nothing, citation management or reference management, we are going to see in another half an hour. So how the particular okay. So the person's work to be verified. Then next slide is writing the title. So how you are going to write the title? I said a study on, a study of, an analysis of. Likewise, the words are not good. So we are going to mention it, whom you are going to contact, then what you are going to get from them. So like the title start to be interrelated. So here answer some basic questions. So what is your focus? Then identify the words, keywords, build a sentence, your own sentence. What you feel, what you have in your mind, that should be in your sentence, in your simple sentence, in an understandable way. Everyone, while seeing the sentence, they are able to understand. Everyone is able to understand your topic. Then create a title by deleting all extra and repetitive words. Repetitions are not at all good. So repeated work or rework is not at all good. So while doing the work, first you should plan, organize, and do complete your work. So delete non-essential information, add suitable subtitle to the end if necessary. For example, viewers' perception about comics, digital comics or comics app hyphen with reference to youngsters or youth in Chennai city. So this is enough. So to whom you have conducted, where you have conducted, what you are a step-by-step approach for drafting your research title. So for getting a grant, so how your title should be. First one, answer some basic questions related to the study. Now see that questions, what is the research about? So in the past 10 or 15 slides, I have given the same thing. What is the research? Okay, what method you are going to use? Then who are your subjects? Subjects in here, in research, respondents. Okay, then what were the research? So here the subject, you read the third question and answer. I studied 30 women entrepreneurs aged between 25 to 50 years in small businesses in Warangal district. So this is my case. This is the thing I am going to note it in my research work. So I have to frame the title by considering these words. Then what were the results? Always you have to produce your results in a positive way. So you should have optimistic outlook. Then step 2, identify and list keywords and phrases. So here the same title, how it was mentioned here. See, my study examines. Okay, if 2 authors means our study or our paper is going to examine how the support of the family affects the success of women entrepreneurs in small business. I employed case study. I studied 13 women entrepreneurs aged between 25 to 50 years in small business in Warangal district. So these are my research activity. So how I have conducted, where I have conducted, I am going to find out the relationship between entrepreneurship business with support of the family, and is there any positive relationship between the support and success of the women entrepreneurs. Now I am going to frame the keywords. What are my keywords? It may be women entrepreneurs, family support. These 2 are main important keywords. Then I have applied case study and how many people I have taken, 30. who are aged between young or youth or whatever it is the category, 25 to 15. Youth means 15 to 35. Youngsters means below 25. So likewise, we have to mention the age-wise classification also. Then where I am going to have my study, where Warangal district. So then positive relationship, and I am going to find out whether the business is having a good result or success. Then build a sentence with keywords. Again, the same previous slides, how I have given in a paragraph. This study was conducted among how many members? 30 women entrepreneurs in small businesses of Warangal district, aged between 25 to 50 years, to assess the impact of, to examine. Here is the word. So assess the impact of family support on business success. The results of the case study indicator. So here I am mentioning the result. So result in a positive way. So what I have given, positive relationship correlation between the success of woman entrepreneur and the support extended by the family members. Then step 4, create a title by deleting all extra and repetitive words. So delete unnecessary redundant words, keep important information, shift some word, that is jumbled words are to be arranged in a sequential way, rephrase it. These are the things essential while framing a title. Then now I have set the words, the paragraph. This study was conducted on 30 women entrepreneurs in small businesses of Warangal district, aged between 25 to 50 years, to assess the impact of their family support on business success. The results of the case study indicated a positive correlation between the success of women entrepreneurs and the support extended by the family members. So here again, this study, instead of this study, a case study of women entrepreneurs of Warangal district to assess the impact, then indicated a positive relationship among the entrepreneurs and the family support. The same previous paragraph, I have given it in 2-3 lines. Delete non-essential information. What is non-essential information? So here, MS Word, we are able to count the words. So age, that is all abstract should be less than 250 words. A full paper should be 2000 less than 2500 words. So it was notified, or it was given as a criteria in some journals, Web of Science or Scopus, it was mentioned. So here, delete non-essential information. A case study of 30 women entrepreneurs of Warangal district, aged between 25 to 50 years, to assess the impact of family support on business success, indicated a positive relationship between the success of women entrepreneurs and the family support. Stop. So here it was very clear with the words. The same words are to be framed in this way. The title, assessing the impact of family support on business success of women entrepreneurs of Warangal district, or it may be, so you are stating the type of research design. How you can state your research design? It is a case study, already I have mentioned. So here, a case study on impact of family support on business success of women entrepreneurs of Warangal. So now, in step 6, so title, how a title should be? So we can use subtitle. Already I said. So viewers' perception about digital comics among youth. A study with reference to, a study it is not essential, with reference to we can mention in and around Chennai city. So like here, assessing the impact of family support on business success, hyphen, a case study of how many women entrepreneurs we are going to take? Only 30. So 30 women entrepreneurs of which particular place? The place of Warangal district. The same title to be mentioned in this way, family support is a key to business success. Hyphen, a case study of 30 women entrepreneurs of Warangal district. So these are the hints. You have to that is noted while framing or while submitting the proposals to the funding agencies. The next one, features of an effective research title. So So far, we have seen how a title to be framed. So what are the things we are going to consider while framing or arranging the words, jumbled words in a flow? The things are specific. It should be specific and concrete and original work, topics of significance, why it is important. So entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial intention is very, very important. So now we are creating some intention in the minds of the people to take care of or to stand on their own legs. So this is the reason I have taken this particular topic. So it is going to solve the national problems or national issues. What are the national issues or problems? Poverty, illiteracy, unemployment. So poverty and illiteracy is going to be reduced while giving chances to them to act as an entrepreneur. So how you are going to inculcate? Only the schools and colleges has to introduce ED cells and other things. So incubation cells, likewise having a relationship with the concern with the institutes, academia, relationship. Likewise, they have to create and maintain, and after completing their course, immediately they will be absorbed in the particular position. So they have to be the. So what are the businesses having trend at present? So what are the struggles they have faced? How the struggles are to be solved? Likewise, they have to be educated through faculty or through the educational institution. So trending one has to be taken into consideration. Now we are moving to the same topic, reference management or citation. So the second chapter, first chapter we are introducing. So what insists me or induces me to take up the particular topic, then how the topic should be. Now I am going to use, that is find out, that is information related to the title, that is entrepreneurship or women entrepreneurship. Likewise, the titles used by previous authors. So how many of them have conducted any research work related with a particular topic? Then what are their contributions? Then where they have conducted? What is their relationship in their study? How I am different from them? By mentioning their names and the problematic area, that is the project area, I am going to mention. So this year, the name of the person, year, and the contribution, entrepreneurial intention towards the entrepreneurship. Likewise, they have mentioned whatever the title. Then again, the journal name, Web of Science, Scopus, or reputed journals, whatever the journals. So the journal name, pages, volume, then other things, whatever the things. So these things I have to mention it. So where I have collected the details or sources of information, from how many members I am going to collect all the details, all such persons' names are to be noted on the reference management or citation management. This is literature review. So here, this is synthesis of study. Synthesis is nothing. Who are my previous authors, where I am standing. So what is my future scope? So everything I have to consider here, past, present and future. So past, previously, how many of them conducted the study? At present, what I am going to do, how I am different from them. Now the future scope for the particular topic. So it may be conducted. If the size is too large, the results may vary. Or if the particular, instead of Chennai city, it may be conducted in some other area related to Tamil Nadu district. Likewise, I can mention it, or in India or in world at large. Likewise, I have to mention the future scope for my further study. So this is the thing, literature review. So fair preparation, how I am preparing. There are a number of preliminary steps to conduct. Determine whether the literature review will be quantitative. So quantitative is nothing. How many people have conducted the study previously, how it is to be related to my study. So topic selection and narrowing. First, my study is broadening. So now I am bringing down to my focus area. Now again and again, what I am going to do, research. What do you mean by the term research? Again, searching of new things and doing of new things and going to mention it in a different way. So innovative way, creative way. So creativity, what do you mean by the term creativity? It is nothing, doing things differently and mentioning it to others in an approved way. Then topic selection, work with your professor. Okay, examine a wide array of resources. For example, in reference management, Zoreto or Mendeley. So while if you are going to write a topic, it shows so many results. So lakhs and lakhs of results are available. You have to streamline it, narrow it for the year. For example, 2022 to 23. So how many persons have given their contributions related to the area, how they have conducted, what is the area, who are their respondent, how they have suggested. Likewise, I have to mention it, I have to find out. So but when I am narrowing my point, lakhs and lakhs of sources come to thousands or 500. So this is the thing I have to mention it. Then research strategies. What do you mean by the term strategy? Any idea? It may be interactive session. Any idea? What do you mean by the term research strategies? Research is nothing doing things again and again, digging out. Any idea? Strategies? Are you able to understand? Methodology, okay. Planning belongs tactics, exactly, tactics. What do you mean by the term tactics? So doing things in a different way, but without affecting us. So there are some situations it affects us, but at the same time, we defend ourselves from the particular adverse situation. So in an adverse situation, how we are reacting, that is the main thing, that is the main point to be noted as strategy. Then evaluating and interpreting. What do you mean by the term evaluating and interpreting? After finishing your work, you are going to give it to your friend or your guide or your well-experienced person, faculty, give some idea. So these are the things I have calculated. So what are the other things I left? So what are the things to be noted? Likewise, you are going to get the details from the experts. So what the experts are going to give some idea about your research. So these are the things missing. So try to use it or try to make use of it. So these resources you haven't mentioned, likewise they will give some comment. So on the basis out. So this is evaluating. So getting information from your friend or colleague or from faculty or from your mentor. Then organizing and outlining is nothing. You are going to synthesize all your data in a particular way, the flow. So you think of your flow. So this is the way I am going to project it or show it. So this is the way I am going to give it to the society. Likewise, I am organizing in my own way, but at the same time, I have to get the information or suggestion from my mentor. So outlining, it won't affect others. You should not be hurted by others. At the same time, you should not hurt others. You don't have any right. Then next one, organizing, outlining, literature review. See here, red line. In your literature review, how you are going to introduce? First, you identify the topic. That's why I have given in reference management tool software, you have to write your topic. That will give you so many details. Then restrict your topic to your own topic. So what is my focus area? What are the topics which are very similar to my topic that I have to bring it? Then define the crucial items. That is previous authors, what are the struggles they face while conducting the particular research. Then what are the SWOT analysis, that is weakness in my research study, how can I overcome them? So likewise, mapping of my work. Here only I am going to do mapping of my work. That is, what is my area, how many articles are available related to my area, what are the struggles faced by authors, how the struggles are to be removed. So what is my problematic area, then what are the issues related to my project area, then again, how can I overcome it and how can I suggest it to the society in a better way. So that I have to do. So these are the things I have to, so follow your topic, outline, logical progression. I said, for example, A to Z means A, B, C. Likewise, you have to follow 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, for example, 10 first, 9 second, third, likewise, if you are that is jumbling of sentences or jumbling of work means rework or rewrite, the work cannot be completed. So while doing the work, where I should put these details, review or theoretical background or introduction. So while collecting the details itself, I have to decide which chapter it will come. So likewise, I think of my project in my mind at all times. Then here, how the particular that is a topic viewed by or already conducted by previous authors. So likewise, I have to give the flow. For example, here I have mentioned a sample paragraph. Researchers have conducted studies about siblings. So 99 first, again 2001, then 2003. So year-wise, either-wise, that is ascending order or in descending order, how they have conducted, what they have conducted, what they reveal, how I am totally different. So likewise, I have to give a para or introduction. Okay, then next slide, introduction and conclusion. Introduction is explain literature review. Okay, then teases the logical progression. Conclusion, specifically you identify how the research was to be completed in a positive way, in an optimistic way or in a positive way. Then pitfalls to avoid. Next slide, unprofessional language. You should not, that is pleasing words may be used. That's why I have mentioned in the first slide itself, we are not authorized to use the words must, should. We should use only may or can, likewise. So only the topmost authorities, for example, government or central government, state government or central government or RBI, LIC, they are having the rights. These are the things we are going to put it as rule for society. So we have to abide. But we are not the persons or authorized person to put any rule to others. We can please them. So we can do, you can do, you may make it, arrange it, or you may do it. Likewise, we can please them. Then only the work to be completed. Then how to write and publish. This is our main topic related to reference management. First of all, plan your activity, organize your activities, and come to an end. So here, do your homework neatly. Neatly is nothing, rework and jumbled work not to be included in your project or in your selection. So you have to arrange it properly, plan it, organize it, and conclude it. So know what you want to do. So why you are doing, how you are going to complete your work. So likewise, you have a plan. So first, before entering into the particular project or particular work, you should plan your work. Replan, again replan. This is main thing. Next topic, the third slide, next slide, focus. Focus, what do you mean by the term focus? Aim or purpose or design of your project. So how you design of your project? That is, it is a brainstorm work. So you are working as faculty or you are doing your research work as scholar under any guide. So you are presently concentrating two things. One is acting as a faculty, another one is doing some research work or writing a draft or proposal for getting the fund from funding agencies. So you are, at present, I am playing too many roles. So that should not be difficult for me to manage it. So I should concentrate. To-do list. I have to prepare a to-do list. What I have to do, what I haven't. So focus on your own area, your own idea, your own path. You have to identify your path and make a move on. So that will be the thing. So after completing your research paper, edit. Like plan, replan, research. Here also, you have to modify again and again, you have to modify. Then only you are in a position to get the systematic way of doing things. So replan. So yesterday you have mentioned some work in a particular procedure. Today, while seeing other things, you are going to make a change. So these are my plans. The sources are very easy to get. So I am going to get it. So the three main essential points are introduction, content of the paper, and the conclusion. So these three things I have to mention it. I have to focus it, aim it. Then results. Next slide. So results are nothing by using SPSS or statistical programs. I am going to get the results. So out of the result, how I am going to interpret it. That interpretation stage is discussion. So interpretation or result discussion. Then after result discussion, I am going to conclude my study. So what is the conclusion? Implications of the study. So the implications of the study may be divided into two. One is suggestion, another one is conclusion. Findings we are going to give already. The result discussion we are going to mention it. Majority of the members are female, or majority of the respondents are in the age of or possessing UG qualification. Likewise, we are going to mention it in the discussion stage itself. Now we are categorizing two. One is suggestions or recommendations, another one is conclusion. What are the things, other suggestions and recommendations? So already I said the same thing. So you have to mention it. So you may proceed with your work. You may conclude with this. Likewise, you can please the person, but you should not. This is the thing you have to finish. You have to mention. This is must. So likewise, we are not having any authority to authorize or any authoritative comments to others. So conclusion, brief, concise, and work remembering. The work should be remembered one. So it should be very brief, other precise and concise. The matters are to be given in a precise and concise manner. Then only everyone is able to understand. Now your manuscript, whether it is a journal for journal paper, it may be 5 front and back 10 pages, or other things it may be 30 or 50 pages proposals. Thesis and other things, it may be 100 plus or 300, 100 to 300, it varies according to the title selected by the scholar. Then post submission, here also we are going to make some changes only on reviews and suggestions, whatever you have collected. Then reference page. So reference page is nothing. Here the sources of information are to be mentioned clearly. That is the author name, the topic name, journal name. The author, after completing author name, immediately you have to mention in the year of publication. That is APA model. If it is in MLA model, the year to be mentioned as last. So likewise, we have to follow any style also. Now, journal selection. So journal finder is there in Google search. You have to identify which journal is. So UGC CAR listed or UGC CAR listed Q1 or 2, group 1 or group 2, or Scopus or Web of Science, we have to identify. Then the last one. So these are the things always we are remembering: formulating the objective, designing the methods of data collection, selecting the sample and collecting the data, and making process and analyze the data and reporting the findings of the study. This is my first PPT. So related with the that is a structure of your project proposal. So these are the things we have to consider. The main 3 areas are introduction, content, and one more thing is implications of the study, that is conclusion. Is it clear for you? Any query?
Dear participants,
Any query?
please unmute your mic or please put in chat box.
Hello, madam. Good evening. This is Dr. Amudan calling, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible?
Audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you comfortable?
Yes, ma'am. I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, since the topic is on reference management,
Okay.
so are you, hands-on experience?
The next off, I am going to take only reference management only, sir. The first off, I have mentioned in the initial first 5 minutes I have given what are I am going to cover. So first part I am going to touch about all the 5 days report. Now I am going to give the reference management tools and what are the things available.
Okay, thank you.
Now I am going to discuss that. So do you have any doubt related with the first 5 days issues, topics? Do you have any questions? Now we can move how the literature review to be checked and noted. Are you comfortable? So paraphrasing is the word we are going to use. That is putting another person's ideas in your own words. So that is paraphrasing. So here it requires citation. So we are going to consider only citation management or reference management now in the second slide, in the second PPT. Are you clear with? Shall I proceed? Any more questions? Any more questions, sir? Okay, shall we proceed? I think
Yes,
I am
ma'am.
going to proceed. Okay. So second one is nothing. Reference management. So reference management is nothing. Reference. So I said in the while organizing a particular project title or proposal, we are going to see the 3 points: introduction, body of or content of the report, or implications, that is suggestion and conclusion. What you are going to suggest to the society, what you are going to give your conclusion. In your study, what you are going to try to tell it to the society. So these things are essential while sharing with the first PPT. In the second PPT, we are going to concentrate only on second topic, that is literature review. So citation is nothing. Why? When it is citation is possible, citation is possible only when you collect the sources. When you collect the sources, only in the second step, that is after choosing your area and topic, you are going to consider or you are going to collect the details related with the topic. You have conducted the same topic in different angle. So you are going to find out the topics given or topics mentioned by previous authors in any other journals. Now I am going to decide about my topic, how I am different from others' topic. Then what they have collected, that is identified, how I am going to proceed with my work, then how I am totally different from others or previous authors' work, that I have to mention it here. So that is the only thing which requires citation management or reference management. So reference management is nothing. The one of the important keyword to be noted is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is nothing. You are going to use the words of annotation or quotations or quote, whatever it may be. You are going to take out the sources of other person by giving some credit. The credit is nothing, citation. So when you take out the particular topic, his citation may be increasing 1. So I10, H index, Q1, Q2, G index, everything is happened only when you collect the details of others. Is it clear for you? Now shall we proceed? Okay, now, so reference management. Here also we are going to introduce the topic, discuss, and the citation tools. What are the tools available? The same point, structure of the introduction. So whatever we have seen in the PPT 1, the same thing are here mentioned. So how a particular structure should be. So your strength and limitations you should know. So SWOT analysis is very, very important for researchers and research scholars. Okay, research is needed to address the question which is not yet answered, still unanswered. Okay, to address new questions raised by the findings of others. So first one, you find out unknown area. Second one, you find out a new answer, doing things differently. That I have mentioned it as creativity. So doing things differently, creativity is nothing. You are finding out a new solution for the existing one. Already there are some answers, but you are doing something and going to find out a new idea or new solution. Then citing references, citation styles that I have mentioned. APA style means after author name, immediately you have to mention your year. So what it is going to help you, it saves your time. So where I have collected, from whom I have collected, which journal I have selected, what topic I have selected, everything I have I am able to collect it. So it saves my time. Reference is consistent because I am putting my topic. Okay. So when I put my topic, it shows how many persons have contributed related to my topic. Who are they? What are their contributions? That I have to identify. Then keep a record or track. Keep a track is nothing how the flow is going on. Then now I am in the track. So what I am going to do? So how previous I have done? How I am going to conduct? So what way I am different from others? That I have to mention it and organize and comfortable. I should be comfortable with technology. So due to pandemic, now all are able to manage the technology. So instead of keeping all our resources in the desktop or in computer, we can, by creating an ID like Google Scholar, by creating an ID, we can keep all our articles, books, whatever it is, in the referencing software tools or techniques. So citations are to be divided into three. One is parent ethical. Okay. Next one is note. Another one is numerical. Parent ethical is nothing. You are identifying the details of the source. So already I said the same points, but in your scientific term. The terms are different, but we are able to understand what I have what I have given or suggested for you. So parenthetical, you are identifying the previous person, previous authors. Numerical is nothing year-wise. Either it is in ascending or in descending. And third one is note citation is nothing. The full citation, the credit goes to the previous author. So by mentioning it, a footnote means it's nothing. 1, 2, 3, you are going to put it. While introducing the topic, at the end of the same page, you are going to mention 1, the name of the person, 2, the name of the person, like this, you are going to give. So what they are going to do, references, what they are going to do. So the functions or the performance of reference management is nothing. You are going to give credit to others. Already they have put their energy, efforts, everything towards the journey. So you are going to collect the data, okay, or sources. So while taking the sources, you are going to mentioning the name of the person is going to get some credit. Add credibility to your work by showing that you used valid information or sources. Help show how your work is related to previous work. Help readers find further information. What I have to do. So previously, other than what I have concluded, past, I am living in present. So I am comparing with past and future. Past, what was done? In future, what are the areas to be covered, unknown areas to be covered by other researchers or research scholars. Now, in the present, what I am going to do. So how I am different from previous person, that I have to do. Mention it. So here, next slide, make sure that all information in the citation, for example, author list, article title, journal title, volume, year, page. This is the thing I have mentioned. So these are the things you have to quote it while using the data of others. Then getting references into reference manager. So I said technology is going to help you. You are going to collect the data by putting the topic in the search domain. Likewise, I am telling. So what are the database which are going to help us researcher? One is Web of Science, another one is Scopus, PubMed, Google Scholar. So by creating a mail ID and having some password, so if you are going to have the same password, it will synchronize your data. Okay, so by creating a mail ID and a password, you may collect all the data. So it is embedded with coins, BibTeX, RIS format. So coins, what do you mean by the terms coins? Context object in spans. This is the database. So it is going to give digital object identifier and other unique identifiers. Then there are also other unique identifiers, PubMed ID, Central ID, Archive ID. BibTeX and RIS are also two most established file format for bibliographic data. So both are supported by reference managers. So BibTeX, it is working with along with LaTeX by online bibliographic databases such as Google Scholar, RIS, I said, RIS, RIS said, Research Information System. So Research Information System is nothing. Originally, what the paper was prepared, invented, the same was kept. For example, now it is a part of Thomson Reuters. Reuters here, they have mentioned the value for that is API score was framed by Thomas Reuters. So on the basis of citation. So citation index, it is to be verified through these reference softwares. So these are the things. So widely supported, it has been adapted over a time to include a field for digital object identifiers. So for example, how the API model I have mentioned, no, Wolf, Simon, Blum, Cult, Corden, Hoft, Petrich, Hornland. So immediately after finishing the author's name, immediately the year is mentioned, then his topic, then where his topic is available, then pages or volume. Vancouver, the name of the persons, then his topic, then where the particular journal is available, year and month, and then placement of citations, it should be very clear. So this compound has been found in humans. Here, for example, second one, clear. So clear means, for example, you check this compound has been found in humans, Judah and Gaster 1997. So humans 1, okay, dogs 1, and rabbits 1, and squirrels 1. So here this compound has been found in humans 1, 2, 1, 4, 7, 7, like this. You have to mention where you have collected the data. Likewise, you have to mention. So that is the arrangement. Jumbled words are to be arranged in a way. Then other advices on references. If you have not read an item, you don't cite it. So if you have not read an item, don't cite it. So whatever you have prepared, planned, and quoted, the same has to be cited. Otherwise, other things not to be cited. This is the one of the instruction given by reference management. Reference managers in reference management software. Then there are some software available. Mendeley is very, very important one. Recently, that is trending one. Other things are EndNote, Reference Manager, RefWorks, Zotero. These are also available. By creating a mail ID, you can have your account. Then how will Mendeley to be used? See the only one tool. Because of the shortage of time, I am going to show only one tool. You have to verify, check. First one, Mendeley. What do you mean by the term Mendeley? Next slide. So Mendeley is free academic software to manage, share, read, annotate, and cite your research paper. So like Google search, you can identify by putting your topic, you can identify how many resources or how many authors have given their contributions related to the topic. So that was found out here. Then how to download Mendeley, second slide, that is Mendeley desktop. So first you, in your system or in your laptop, wherever it is, first you download your Mendeley desktop. Then that will appear in your computer. Then it shows, it requires you to create a profile. So welcome to Mendeley, email, password, like this. It was going to give, just show that, I am showing that slides, you just verify. After finishing, I will share the PPT also, you just work on this. Then create a profile. Okay, register. It is connected with elsewhere. So Web of Science, Scopus, everything it is going to take it. So whenever our articles are cited by any people, immediately the index may improve. Next one, creating a profile. So elsewhere email confirmed, continue to Mendeley. Then here, 28th slide, creating a profile, open Mendeley desktop in your computer, enter your registered email, enter your password here. So you can write whatever the mail ID you have given for Mendeley, the mail ID and the password, if you are putting it immediately, that will take out all our source sources. So whatever you have contributed related to research in different reputed journals, whatever the journal, that it will take out. So install now. Next slide. 13th slide. Here you see, like our desktop or computer, there are some folders available. So in this folder, it keeps all our records. So no need for us to have it on our pen drive or have it on our Google Drive or on our system. Next, different options. I think 31. Different options to set up library, add single or entire folder. Mainly we try to extract the document details automatically. So when your names are shown in any journal, immediately it take away. So it keep under your sources. Then document titles, you have to write your document. So identify how many persons have identified or cited your document. Then important citation. One more thing, while preparing or while doing Mendeley account, you have to prepare Google Scholar account and search any article. So you convert your MS Word file into PDF file and keep it in your folder. Then that is for keeping all your sources. It requires, these are the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was given. So import, that is you have to go for file, import and RAS. So these things are essential. So whether the topics or items are relevant, then immediately we can keep the items under that particular folder. Then 35, citing references, generating bibliographies. So here in the insert column, click on, then put your cursor where the citation need are. So immediately it note down, then go to Mendeley. So when it goes to Mendeley, it shows all your details, the author details. Then next slide 36, highlight the papers you want to cite. So whatever the paper which is having high citation value, that will be shown strongly, color totally different color, blue color. Then again, cite. Citing reference or generating bibliography. Here you have to click cite. So how many times it was cited by others, that it has to be shown. Then you can merge, combine the citations. So who, that is the person's names are given in the years given. So the two different authors, for example, I myself and Narmada is going to give or have given any topic previously, 2020 or 19, it merges both the author's details in a particular place, it shows. Then again, put your cursor at the end of the document, insert, page break. Okay, so go to insert and the page break. Then again, page break, you can have two different, same format, but in two different places. Then styles, you know very well, APA, MLA, Vancouver. So normally, for our research purpose, AP style is accepted. Then search citation style here. So it covers just bibliographies alone, it can rearrange it in a proper way. So by clicking, we can make a change. There is no need to typing each and every one. We have to see year, topic, everything. There is no need. Then Mendeley itself, it will take out the data. So the databases already I have discussed. PubMed, Medline, Embase, Scopus, EBSCO, Thomson Reuters, everything is database behind the reference manager tools. Then after writing a research paper, we are going to, with the help of Journal Finder, we are going to find out these journals, Scopus, SJR, DOAJ. Likewise, we are going to see other indexing journals, Google Scholar, etc. So 44th slide, types of databases, already I have discussed. Web of Science, WOS is nothing, Web of Science, it was founded by Eugen Garfield. So he actually, it was startingly, it was only taken by Science Citation Index, Science alone. So later it was called as Web of Science. Now it is recently, it was changed or coming under the control of Clarivate. Next slide, 45, Scopus. So the scope, while publishing a document in Scopus, we are going to find out the number of persons, articles and authors and where they belong to, the educational institution also. Then benefits of publishing. That is, if you are going to publish in a well-reputed journal or Scopus or Web of Science, then you are able to get the citation value. Next one, H index. Now you have to just 1 or 2, 3 slides. We have to calculate how to calculate H index. It is based on the quantity and quality. Quantity is nothing. How many papers contributed by the particular author. Quality is nothing. How many persons have visited the particular journal or journal site and referred your journal. So citation is nothing. Now you have to check this 49th slide. Here the researcher have contributed 10 published articles or 10 papers. Okay, so number of citations, for example, it was given as 50, 40, 33, 23, 12, 11, 7, 8, 5, 1 and 0. So his papers, the first paper was viewed by or cited by so many times, 50 times. Second paper is viewed by 40 times. Then third paper viewed by 33. Likewise, it was viewed. So when it comes to close, that is ranking and the citation is close, 7 and 8, then the particular index, that is 7 and more papers are cited by more number of people. So this is called H index. So H index is 7, as there are 7 research papers having 7 or more than 7 citations. Is it clear for you? Kindly check. I will keep the slide a few minutes, 2-3 minutes. Is it clear for you? Then G index, the same citation. G is nothing, cumulative frequency. For example, here, the number of papers are 10. The same previous case, the same previous citation values, 50, 18, 11, 7, then 4, 3. Then hereafter, the person's particular article, 7, 8, 9th or 10th papers have not checked or cited or valued by other people. So now his value comes to, that is G value. First one is 1, okay, square, 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 3, 9. So the third column is nothing, squaring of the number of papers. Are you able to listen? Can you able to understand? Is it clear for you? G index, for calculating G index, whatever the papers they have contributed, that will be squared in the third column. Then the fourth column is how many people cited. The citation value to be added. 50 plus 18, 68. 68 plus 11, 79. Likewise, the values are cumulative frequency of cited value. Is it clear? I am waiting for your responses. You just view G index value. How the G index is to be calculated by reference manager. So we have to create an account and password, and they have to, by having our author identity, they are going to calculate all our H index and the indices values. So it is the duty of the reference manager. So we have to contribute and record everything in the particular sites. Is it clear for you? Next slide. I10 index created by Google Scholar and used in Google's My Citation Future. So I10 index is nothing more than 10 times how many articles are cited. For example, here the person's contribution is still 10, but the person's 1 to 6 papers are cited by number of times cited by frequency of citation, or number of times the paper is cited as, for example, first one 50, second one 40, likewise it comes to 11. So this is the naming itself I10 index. So 10 and above times cited will be value. So here 10 and above, 11 to 1. And next one is 7th paper, but it is going to have only 8 times cited by research scholars. So 11 and above will be taken into consideration for calculating I10 index. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, Q index. Q index is to be divided into 4. Q means quartile only. So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 has to be columns, quarter columns. The percentage of journals are 25%, Q2 50%. That's why 25 to 50% ranges, then 50% to 75 and 75% to 100. So this is known as Q index. Then while finding a paper, that is after finishing your research work or research paper, you are going to find out your good reputed journal or good paper, Scopus or Web of Science. So by checking the, by putting the journal name in journal finder, it shows elsewhere is the other name, that is elsewhere is collaborating with Scopus. So through reference manager or reference management tools, the author is getting visibility and we can collaborate with anybody else. Collaboration and visibility are the main sources while using reference management tools or technology. That is the main thing. So we need these things. So whatever we acquire, that will be shared with others. So whatever they have collected, that will be the big asset for us. So the intellectual property or sharing of information is very, very important. So evaluating article impact. So previously to 3 years before, impact factor is important, DBA value is important. Now it is only Scopus and Web of Science. That was the word used because other identity is available. Okay, evaluating journal impact. Then the same thing I said. See the 59th slide. That is collaboration is the mother of innovation in today's world. Scopus makes it simple to find new partners. Okay, so visibility and collaboration is possible. Then citation, whatever I have given now. So by putting your title, you can identify where you stand, how many authors are standing behind you. Okay, is it clear for you? The information, again, the same points are related to literature. Already I said systematic or synthesis of data, the sources. Okay, referencing, critical element of both scientific and academic writing. Reference management software, a database, whatever we have seen, the same database, LaTeX, everything used by the reference manager for keeping our sources, keeping our contributions as sources. Then software, what are the benefits? It saves time, stay organized, easily save references. 67th Zorato, EndNote, Menly, reference work. These are the software tools used. So citation reference management tools or citation or reference management softwares are used. MLA, APA, already I discussed the same thing. So the future of reference management is nothing. It is going to integrate all our papers into PDF viewer because no one can change, make edit. Okay, so whatever we have contributed, already we have contributed everything in PDF only. The same thing again, it is to be saved by the reference managers as in PDF form. No one is going to edit our data in the place where the items are stored by the reference manager. So these are scholarly papers. Okay, so these are the things. 71 limitations. Limitations are nothing. It is not possible by everyone to create a perfect bibliography or reference list. So we are going to depend on technology. So manually, whatever we are preparing, it may typology error may occur. So technology is going to help us. So it is a need to proofread references. Then referencing and credibility. Referencing, why we are referencing, why we are giving credit to others, to escape from plagiarism. What do you mean by the term plagiarism? Plagiarism is nothing, cut, copy, paste. So previous authors, whatever they have given, that we are going to copy and make it as ours. So that is not good. So under Copyright Act, we have to be penalized. The next one, economics, Harvard, engineering and technology, IEE, so Chicago method. But for us, that is social sciences and psychology, we can use APA model. So the models, the disciplines and the models usable by the researcher that was mentioned. Manager, mainly reference manager. So mainly already I discussed. Then end note is also, it is going to keep all our records in PDF format. And one more famous reference manager site is paper file. Another one is jab ref. Stay, retrieve, link, full text articles. Import references. So from the web browser we can take out. Then formatting, that is also technology based work. Then one more important site is Cite and See. So Cite and See, we are going to use export option for Apple pages, ref work, EndNote. So ideal for collaborative references. So here, Cite and See through mobile phone app. All other things we can use only laptop or system. But Cite and See, we are going to use our mobile phone. From the mobile phone, we can do everything. So it can be used at anywhere, any place. Then, this is the important topic related to us. Book by two authors. See the 83 slide. Gerald Marvel and Pamela Oliver, The Critical Mass in Collective Action. Cambridge University Press 2007, 104. So likewise, the persons are giving. So the first author, first name, last name, and the second author, first name, last name, book title, and page number. Book title, publisher city or publisher are here to be mentioned within brackets, then page number. Then 84th, book by three authors. So three authors name, the place of publication, and the year, and the page number. So see the item. Then 85, book by more than three. So when the persons are three and above, ETAL. So plural. So we are going to use number of persons, 5 or 6. How many persons are? It depends upon, for example, science. They are going to prove. So while proving the particular equation, they need the support of money and other intellectual support of other members. So they are going to visible and collaborated with everyone. So it takes some more time. The efforts are more time needed for proving the data. That is also lengthy one. And the cost they are going to spend for experimental study, scientific. In arranging among themselves, it is easy for them to allocate the work and also share the work and to be completed. So that's why they have mentioned for three authors. Then chapters in an edited collection. Okay, so if you are going to give chapters, so how it is to be arranged? So name of the person, the title of the book name, what is the chapter they have contributed, the place of publication and the year and the page number. Then articles means name of the person, title name, topic name, then journal name or college or university, then page number, volume and etc. issue. Acceptable or not acceptable. If it is acceptable, but it is with some edit work, with some slight changes, whatever comment they have given, peer review. So the editors, they are going to send the paper and get the feedback from the other author, who is expert in the same field. So that modifications, after completion of such modifications, the same book has to be referred. Then citing sources at the end of the text. I said footnote 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise, you have to mention it. Then bibliographic forms. Author name, the same I have given in the previous 75 or 79. The first line of bibliographic entry begins at the left margin and all the other lines are indented with an off and check. So this is called hanging intent. Then bibliography. Have your bibliography to be done. Book review. Then newspaper article 93. Check. Encyclopedia. For interview also, we can mention it like this: case study or interview method. You can mention to whom you have conducted, who that is at what date, where the year of interview. So that we have to mention it. Performance, for example, I said the items are to be proved or experimental study or patents work. You need collaboration of 4 or 5 members because the time and the proving methodology, it will take some lengthy one. And one more thing, costly affair. That's why we are going to join together. Then dissertation. So name of the person and topic name, year and the page number. Then for class lecture, the lecturer or the teacher, the questions raised and the answers received, where they have conducted, how they have conducted, for which university or college, then the date and year. Like interview, you have to mention the date and year. Then paper presented at a conference name has to be mentioned. Then for government documents, so I said public L number. So where it is available, it should be noticed. Pub L means public law. Then DVD player, the name of the person, where, then DVD, you have to mention. An online source that is identical to print source. So online source are collected. The same you have to mention it. So name of the person, the title you have collected, where you have collected journal name or book name, or that is page number, year and page number, date of such data you have, it was printed on the page. So likewise, everything is available. If it is a newspaper, the name of the person who have given his idea related with the topic, name of the newspaper, the date of the newspaper. Then website, so which website, any www dot any details, then when you have visited, but later it may be gone out. So sometimes the data may not be available. So that's why we are mentioning. So at what date you have seen, at what time, or which area or which site you have seen. Everything you have to mention. Thank you all. Any more questions? Last. Any more questions, ma? Is it clear for you?
Very much. It's a very excellent session. But the elaborative session can be of 2 sessions, ma'am, because a little bit last hurry it has been went off. But it is very extraordinary sessions what we have heard today. Thank you for the organizers for arranging such an excellent session.
Thank you, madam, for your detailed session and sharing valuable information with us. Never forget the one who helped you at the time of your greatest need, because there will be always hundreds who can help, but only that help counts, which comes at the right time, says Mohapatra. Yes, at this point, I would like to highlight that Dr. S. Subbulakshmi is the key person behind the success of the workshop. The success of any workshop depends on resource persons. We are very fortunate to have eminent speakers for all 6 days. This is possible only because of Madam, who helped us to identify the resource persons for all the sessions. We thank you, Madam, from the bottom of our hearts for your guidance and patience that helped us in organizing this workshop and making it a great success. Dear participants, Madam will now answer all your queries. So kindly post them in the chat box or unmute yourself and ask your questions.
Fine.
Ma'am, there is a question in the chat box by Mr. Jugesh Kumar. What is the difference between reference and bibliography?
A reference is nothing, we are collecting the data. So by putting our title or topic, we can identify where the sources are available, how it is, or how it was framed or already published by any other person. Citation is nothing. When we are using the words, for example, effectiveness of online education. So this was the word we are going to mention it. So this was the word used by number of people in number of their articles. So the particular quotation or particular sentence when we take out, that will be, when we use it, the citation, the credit goes to the particular authors, that how many persons data or source or quotation. That is the meaning for reference and quotation.
And there is another question by Ms. Vanita. Yes. My stream
Yes.
is commerce, ma'am. APA reference form of style usually used for social science. But recently in
Yes.
one workshop, they said Harvard form of reference style also used for social science. Can you clarify which one to use?
Actually, normally social science stream, that is humanities, HRM, MBA, or commerce or management, whatever maybe the area, AP style is okay. But when they are approaching a particular journal finder, through journal finder, Scopus or Web of Science, where they are going to have their publication work, they have insisted the particular conference team or organizing team to have the data in this format. That's why they are going to give it as a criteria in their journal work. The font size, while putting font size, they are mentioning it. The style should be Harvard, likewise they are going to mention it.
Madam, I wanted to ask you one question that I have observed that when I'm in an engineering background, I have observed that whenever we project or something they are doing, they are writing the reference and bibliography in a very detailed way, means 1122 pages. So any any particular format is there to write what is the particular way of references and bibliography, sir? Ma'am, please tell.
The styles are actually reference manager. They have decided. We are not having any. We are not the authorized person make any changes. So we have to follow their instruction alone. So whatever they mention it in APA style or MLA style or manual. So whatever it was mentioned by them, the same as to we have to follow while writing a research proposal or research work, while conducting our research work. So we have to do more. No other way we have to escape, because they are the authorized person to publish the document. So you are a scientific student, engineering background. So when you are in engineering background, the same has to be followed. No other way.
And ma'am, how authentication on that we have to check whether this is right or wrong?
Authentication, that's why I have mentioned you have to consult with your mentor or colleague or your faculty, whoever is having rich knowledge related to research work. So you depend on others. So you are doing all work. So you have to have conversation with them. So then only you are able to identify whether is there any mistake in your work, whether it will be corrected, or what suggestion they are going to give. So that will be, that is visibility and collaboration is possible only through this referencing software. So that's why we are, when we are creating an account, we can identify the persons. So the persons can be taken as a mentor or your guide. You can approach your guide or faculty or your colleague, whoever is reliable. Reliability, according to reliability, you can approach them. No other way.
Okay, ma'am, you are answered very well. Thank you. Thank you very much. And lecture was very informative and a very interesting one. Thank you.
Okay. By sharing only, we can identify where we are, where we have to move. Like first, we can know our position also. Any other questions?
Thank you, madam, for giving clarity to all the queries raised by the participants. Narmada, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Dear participants, your feedback is very important for us. Kindly unmute yourself and share your feedback about this workshop. Participant, any one of you, please kindly unmute yourself and share your feedback about this workshop.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am. This is Mary Sujata. Hello.
Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Tell
ma'am.
me.
Ma'am, this is what this workshop is excellent,
Mhm.
ma'am. It has been excellently organized, and all the resource person are really very good, ma'am. We came to know many new things through their presentation. It was very excellent organization by the management, ma'am. Thank you so much for arranging such a wonderful workshop, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. This is Dr. Nagrakshmi. All the sessions. May I
Yes,
proceed, ma'am?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
All the 6 day sessions are very excellent, ma'am. Especially today's Subalakshmi ma'am's is somewhat extraordinary sessions. What I felt. It was a refreshing sessions for me. Many new things like what are the funding agents. Usually we have an opinion of UGC and this ICSSR, but I came to know funding agencies and how we have to write the research proposal. What is the citations? What is H index and G index? Where we have to develop ourselves, how to develop related things in detail. The subjects, all 6 resource persons have been with lots of patience. They have explained. Even the clarification of doubts are not even single thing they have left. They have been taken time to explain each and every doubt also. I thank all the resource persons as well as the organizers for this wonderful 6 days session, ma'am. Thank you.
As I am a last
I
person,
want
that's why I have given the structure and citation, both the things, because without structure, we can't touch citation.
Yeah, ma'am. But in spite of your health is troubling, the way you have taken up the concepts from the beginning, the detailed form of how we have to write the title, the restructuring of writing title is very impressive for me. And it was little bit hurry-burry in the last, but I felt it could be of 2 sessions so that I can get more knowledge because it
In
is
future, I
the
can have, ma'am. No,
yeah, ma'am.
don't worry about us. In future, they will
Yeah,
tell me.
definitely we will. I hope I'll join the sessions, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No issues. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
thank you,
have,
ma'am.
ma'am, I have to want to give my feedback that
Yes, ma'am.
whatever six did, whatever given, explain this FDP. It is I explain this FDP in three characteristic way. First, 3F formula. First F for fun. First F for fun. That is means whatever we are doing this FDP. So along with study, we have to do PhD. Then what we have to give? What is from funding, from citation, what references, all this information we are getting for this one. Next one is faculty. Faculty, these are very detailed and they are representation of them is very awesome way, and they are very detailed, knowledgeable faculty. These are 6 days was picnic for me. And last this F for it is this FDP is unique, and I saluting to all the teams. I requested madam to organize more 2 weeks FDP for this one. Thank you very much.
Hello, ma'am. May I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Namaste, ma'am. And my name is Tripti. And thank you. This session was really knowledgeable. And I attained all the sessions. and I really learned a lot from every the session, and and thank you a lot to DB Jain College also to organize that a beautiful workshop. And we hope we in future we attend the same session like this, energetic, knowledgeable also. And the one question which is not related to this session, actually it's related I'm a research scholar, and may I ask the other question which is personally I am facing these days? May I ask?
Not audible, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, I'm saying that I am a research scholar.
Okay.
And I want to ask a question which is not regarding today's session, but during my research topic I am facing. May I ask the question?
Ask, ma. Whatever it is related to research, you can ask. You could raise your question.
Exactly. It is related to research actually. So, ma'am, right now I am research on the Badal Sarkar, which is a Bengali writer.
Okay.
On this topic, on this drama I am working, actually Baki Itihas and Basi Khabar. Okay, ma'am. But I am facing the problem that I am not getting the translated book of the Baki Itihas and Basi Khabar. How can I continue my work?
You belong to English literature?
Yes, I'm sorry. I belong from English literature, and Badal Sarkar's work I am doing right now. Work on Badal Sarkar books.
No books are available. Huh? You have checked the publication and everything.
Yes, ma'am. Right now I checked. Warm in the Deep is also Badal Sarkar's work, but it is translated by the Girish Karnad. But rest of the two books, which is I'm not getting the market even online. So I am facing this problem these days.
But you are doing PhD work now.
Yes, ma'am. I am doing. Yes, I am doing right now.
Okay. Then you consult your guide. What I have to do, whether it is available in any market.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
In second hand or third hand, likewise, whether they are able or libraries. Visit old libraries. You will be getting. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, thank you, ma'am. So thank you so much. I'm doing this work actually. I talked with my friend also who searched their library. Okay.
You can consult with your guide and also try to get from librarian. They are the source. So try to get it from what I have to do for collecting the source. You have to get it from them. Otherwise, you put a query in any reference software software. By creating a mail ID, you can get it from them. Where I can get it, like information you have to provide. What is your difficult area? SWOT. Okay, strength, weakness, opportunities, and challenges. So you have to put your word to librarian or to your guide. Try to or any finder that is a reference software. So there you have to put where I can collect the details.
Sorry, ma'am, I couldn't understand reference link. What about you said? Reference link, what is it?
That is, now I have given mainly, okay, you have to create an account and that is a home page you will be consulted. That is a chat box will be appearing. So in chat box, you put your query. So they will also answer for you.
Oh, wow, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
They are interacting with you while visiting to their website. They are interacting with you. What type of help you need? Likewise, they will put it in chat box. You try to get them, approach them.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. It will be really helpful for me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. Have a clear picture, ma'am. Where I have to collect the source, that I have to identify first. Then only I proceed with the work. Consult your mentor or your guide, or consult with your colleagues. So where our students, they are the main assets for us. So they are able to identify the sources. They are helping us. We are having a thought that we are knowing everything than our students, but they are having some idea in advance than us. So try to get from them also.
Exactly, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Narmada ma'am, shall we?
Yes, ma'am. Proceed, ma'am.
Yeah. We have now come to the end of the 1 week virtual workshop. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation. I now invite Professor A. Renita to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this wonderful evening. It has been such an honor to be part of this wonderful event. As all good things come to an end, and so is our workshop. So, on behalf of Dhanraj Baid Jain College, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. S. Subbulakshmi, Associate Professor, Research Supervisor and Guide at Department of Commerce, Vaishnava College, Chennai. I would like to express my gratitude to, to her for accepting her invite and her excellent speech and explaining the participants all the answers. And I also would like to thank all the distinguished speakers of this virtual workshop, starting from day one, Dr. M. Shivakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of College, Loyola College, Chennai, and day two, Dr. J. Srinivasan, Associate Professor and Research Supervisor, PG and Research Department, Rajeshwari, Vedachalam Government Arts College, Chengalpattu. Day 3, Dr. B. Chinnamuthu, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Madras Christian College, Tambaram East, Chennai. And day 4, Dr. K. Umadevi, Assistant Professor, Research Supervisor and Guide, Department of Commerce, Guru Nanak Center for Incubation, Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Startup, Guru Nanak College, Chennai. Day 5, Dr. B. Akila, Assistant Professor of Commerce, College of Science and Humanities, SRM Katangalattur, Chennai. I would like to thank a college, DBJN College, President Sri R. Dayachand Savanchuka, Secretary Dr. Harishal Mehta, Sri Jashwant Monod, Secretary Academic and Finance, Dr. M. Shaktivel Murugan, Professor in Charge, Principal in Charge Dr. C. Murugesan, Dr. B. Jagadishan, IQAC Coordinator, and finally, Head of the Department Management Studies, Dr. A. Narmada, who has put in tremendous effort to make this event happen. I would like to thank all the department staff starting from Professor G. Anbalagan, Professor J. Puvaragan, Professor B. Venkatachalam, Professor R. Shanmugam, Professor S. Kalpana, Professor S. Sudha, and Professor A. Renita Nathan for putting this event come together. I would like to thank the technical support for helping us throughout this week, and also special mention to Pawan Kumar and Ritvik. And finally, a wide round of applause to all the participants who have made this event a grand success by their active participation throughout this week. And thanks to each and everyone for their contribution and hope this session was helpful for their research purpose and their future. Thank you, everyone, and a happy new year. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, the feedback link is posted in the chat box of Google Meet and YouTube Live. Kindly fill it up. Thank you, dear participants, for virtually connecting with us through Google Meet and YouTube Live. Hoping to meet you all in the upcoming events. Thank you all once again.
Okay, ma. Narmada, shall I move, ma?
Okay, madam. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thanks.
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.